What is going on, everybody? It is Alpha Pickle. We are back here on our Enigmatica server, or save. So today we're going to be making a couple new weapons. First off, I'm going to be making a bow, just cobalt bow limbs and a regular string for the string. Then we also are going to have to make an arrow for our bow. So we're just going to use feather fletching, wooden shaft, and I've been debating on either Manolin or the Evil Infused we managed to get last episode. We will lose these two traits if we go with the Evil Infused. And these are kind of good, but at the same time, we use more durability. And if you look at the attack over here, it goes from 11 to almost 16. So I think it's worth it to go with the Evil Infused. And we lose about 15 durability. So we're going to try the Evil Infused. I mean, we can always switch it out later if we don't like it. But I think it'll be okay. And then I'm debating if this is our Wither Smother Cleaver, the one we put tons of smite on to kill the Wither, and it did pretty good on the boss. And I'm thinking we're going to switch it out with Evil Infused. And again, we're going to get about 6 more attack on it. A little over 6 actually with this one. But we are going to lose that insatiable trait, which we deal more damage, but also use more durability. So I might have to do some testing sometime, see how much more damage you actually do. Because the goal with this cleaver anyways, the arrow I'm not as worried about, but the cleaver we want to deal as much damage as we possibly can. And another thing I was thinking, I don't know why I didn't think about this before, is this adds damage to non-nether mobs. And I don't know if the Wither boss is considered a nether mob or not. So I'm going to have to test that as well in a creative save. So we might have to change the tool rod out eventually. Because we got that netherrack tough tool rod, which adds that. But for now, that's what we got. A little more damage. I think it'll kill the boss a bit quicker. And we got our arrow here, and we got a bow. The bow, I think we're just going to add probably just diamond for durability and even an emerald. I don't really know what to put on this thing, so we're just going to do that for now. The rest will probably just be redstone. I mean, if you guys got any suggestions, let me know. But I'm not too worried about it. I don't think I'll use the bow much. But we are going to kill the Ender Dragon today. So that is why we wanted a bow. We definitely want sharpness on, or sharp on our arrow. That's for sure. I don't know if I should add durability to it yet or wait till later and take the damage up right now. I think that's going to deal enough damage that will be alright. Make sure, yeah, it's using the arrow we made. I think we're ready, so let me put some of this stuff away and grab the stuff to go find the end portal, and we'll go into the end. So of course, it's in the middle of water, so it's a bit more work, but I went ahead and dug down here, and I just got the achievement for I Spy, so we found the stronghold it looks like. So let me find the end portal, and we will get to killing the Ender Dragon. Okay, so found the spawner, or the portal. This was a nightmare to find, guys. It literally doesn't even connect. Does not connect. I managed to mine my way to it with my last bit of pickaxe, so I'm glad I brought a couple cobalt sharpening kits so we can repair this real quick. But anyways, what I ended up having to do is setting a thing for deep ocean, like I had to set a teleport out, and I went and made us one of these because they're pretty cheap and I've been wanting to try one out anyways. So that's the recipe for it. It's a spawner locator. It's kind of cool. So it kind of shows you the direction. And honestly, I was just hoping that took us to this spawner. Because if there was like a zombie or something nearby, we might have had a harder time. But anyways, I managed to get here. Literally took like 45 minutes, guys. I'm not even exaggerating. We go. I don't think he's going to be hard to kill at all, considering we got flight and this bow. Although we did not bring any good food, so that might be an issue. About to find out. Also, why we are out here, I figured it was a good time to talk about a couple things. And, well, let's try out our bow for one. But I figured it was a good time to talk about how I'm kind of recording this series. So, as you might know, I'm uploading every week, every Saturday, around 10 a.m. my time. And I've been recording kind of far ahead. I know we're only on episode, I think, 6 now, but I've been recording like 3 or 4 to even, I think about 4 episodes was the farthest I was ahead. But I think I'm gonna try to do 1 to 2 now, which is kind of risky because, like, this episode, for instance, I had some technical difficulties quite a bit, and I'll get into those later when we're back at our base and show you what I worked on and didn't quite get recorded like I thought I did. But yeah, so this episode I'm kind of rushing because I have plans to go to the lake and stuff, and I still want to make sure I get my video out on a consistent schedule. So this one I am kind of rushing, but at the same time, I kind of want to do one, like basically 1 ahead of time, maybe 2. So like 2 backlog of videos, which is kind of riskier because if something happens, it's harder to make sure I get my video out. But at the same time, I want to be able to have feedback. So if you guys do have any feedback relative to the series, so like modifiers to add my tools or whatever, it'll still be relevant, if that makes sense. And we did it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So the bow did not do near the damage I thought it would, so we might have to go test that on some zombies and stuff. I don't know if I made it right. But either way, we killed them. Got some items that I don't know what they do, like that spinning heart. Not sure what it does. But the main reason I actually came out here is for some endstone, because I needed some for a couple things. And for some purple blocks, which we're going to have to go find an end city real quick for that, which shouldn't be that hard. So away we go. I also made sure to set up a waypoint for exit to the end. I need to make sure I set up one for the end portal in the overworld, so the stronghold. I set one up, but it's not at the actual portal, so I want to reset one up if I get the chance. But yeah, we're looking for one of these. Perfect. And I'm probably not going to explore this right now, maybe eventually, but I actually need some of this purple block, so I'm going to grab a few and probably head back to the base, and we'll meet back over there. Before we get back to our base fully, let's go ahead and spawn us some wither bosses and try out our new sword. For some reason that third one won't spawn. I think it did that last time too, didn't it? I don't think I can get these skulls back. Yeah. GG. So things are not going good. I have died twice now, but I managed to get my stuff back barely. And I'm not sure if anyone knows how to refill this ring. Can I? Can I refill this antidote charm, like repair it or something? Or do I have to get mending on it? Because that was a big factor in us killing these guys. We had no wither effect, which was nice. Anyways, let's go smack them with our sword and hopefully something very easily. At least our sword is still superior. Our armor is not doing as good, and without that wither charm, it's not working quite as well as I would like. So, after dying several times, we have done it. We got 2 of the 3 nether stars we should have had, so next time we'll just fight 1 at a time. And we have gotten the ender dragon killed, so that's pretty cool. Some of the things I had some technical difficulties recording last episode is I went ahead and crafted pretty much all the generators for extra utilities for the quest book. So if we go here in our quests, before last time we had all these generators pretty much to make. The only one I haven't created is this one, and that is because we needed, what's it called? Purple blocks and an end rod. And there wasn't any good way to really get that, but now we should have everything on us. Except for 2 redstone. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. I don't even know what this generator does. Honestly, I've never used it. But there we go. We officially have them all. And we're also going to make the dragon mill. I believe I have everything for. So sadly, we missed the mass crafting I did last episode, or this episode, whatever, lost footage. I had all the supplies in this chest, all nice and neat laid out. Pretty cool. Most of these generators are pretty cheap. If you look through them, they're not too hard. Pretty much all of them use a furnace generator and then just a few other things, 2 redstone as well. But the main one I think we're going to be using soon is the explosive generator, because also I cleaned up our huge cursed earth mess over here. So there's kind of a hole there if you couldn't tell. And I went ahead and started setting up our mob farm, and I started to make it look nice. It's not perfect yet. I kind of ran out of time for this episode, yet I'm recording now, so it's kind of weird. But I did run out of time trying to make it. But I got a little bit of a face on it, so hopefully we can get something going. It's not great. I should have went with an odd number. Don't look at this side. It's pretty ugly. We're going to add a lot more detail to it, and obviously a bottom, and I'm going to add a couple farms at the side, so it looks more like a kind of Viking house, kind of like off these villager houses over here. But basically we have cursed earth in here, and I need to replace that dirt. I don't know what happened to it. Let me actually grab that real quick. Bam. So we got cursed earth, and then we got fans over there, which are just made with iron ingots and some stone. I think it's really cheap to make. You power them with redstone, and they push mobs about 7 blocks, I think it is. Yeah. So I have it. So it's pushing all the mobs down here. Got some more cursed earth down here with 2 more fans. And up here we got the stone spikes, and that's just because they're cheap, and they're mainly just to kill the spiders that don't fall down like they're supposed to. So the stray spiders will get killed up there, and the string will drop down. But the rest of them are going to drop down into that diamond spike, as you're seeing there. And it will kill them completely, and the diamond spikes drop all drops. So if it's like a player-oriented only drop from a mob, we'll still get it from the spikes. And I went a little overboard, and I set up a little switch. I haven't actually hooked it up or anything. I haven't actually tried it. But basically, it's to move these diamond spikes out of the way, and then all the mobs will drop on the wooden spikes. And the wooden spikes from HG Utilities, and they're all in here for the quest line as well. The wooden spikes have a neat trait of bringing all mobs to half a heart, but it doesn't kill them. So we can use this one if we wanted XP, which isn't really necessary because I believe, yeah, we're getting solidified experience from actually additions. But if we want to level up any of our swords from Tinker's Construct, or for some reason we need to eventually get into, I think it's called Soul Reborn or something like that. I don't even know what the mod's called anymore. It used to be called Soul Shards. Let's find it real quick. Alright, let's do it the easier way. Spawner. So, the mod that adds... Where they at? Where they at, though? Oh. Sorry about that. We might not actually have soul shards in here. That's okay. I am okay with that. We still got Ender IO spawners, which I'm not 100% familiar with. But we still might have to capture the mobs, so to say. Because in the other mod pack, I was playing the Soul Shards Reborn or whatever it's called. So I guess this one's a bit different. So we might not actually need to. Okay, yeah, we do. So I believe with Ender IO, you just gotta capture one of the mob in a vial, and you can put it in the spawners, which we can create later. And basically send power to them and spawn that mob. So we can make like blaze spawners or shulker spawners, which is kind of nifty. That's actually pretty useful. Yeah, so that's why we did the 1 heart or half a heart down here. So in case we need to switch it over to that mode. And right now I'm just letting it build up. And once we get a ton of items in here, I want to let it get pretty full. That way we make sure we have at least one of every item. Then we will look at making barrels for all the items we want to keep. I'm kind of surprised we're getting Liz rods. I'm not sure what we're getting those from, but that's actually really, really nice. So pretty much we'll probably keep most everything except for the potatoes, probably not the snowballs, and then all this armor and bows and like witch hat. So looks like maybe 15 barrels worth of stuff, because we are going to keep the heads, I think, because we do need those for quite a bit in Ender IO mod. So do make like the spawners and stuff to spawn our mobs later, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, let me see what else we got to do this episode. I will be right back. Alright, so this might be a bit shorter episode, but I do need to start wrapping it up, so I don't have a whole lot left to do. I figured we would open these. I think this is a loot bag. It is. It gave us some weird item. We had those from a couple quests we did, so we got whatever that is. I have no idea. And then I figured we would go ahead and make a couple more of these items. I know it's not too exciting, but it's what we are going to do real quick. So what are they called? Wireless RF. That way we can finish up this quest line and start a new one next episode. So I don't really know which one that's gonna be. Still have not planned a whole lot of this out, guys. Need 2 redstone blocks, oh no. I'm thinking it might be thermal expansion. It might be time to start getting some machines and structure, because it feels like we're just a mess right now. And I plan on next episode starting that, and by starting, pretty much finishing, because it won't be much work. But I plan on go ahead and making our explosive generator kind of farm over there by the mob farm we created, so that should be fun. And then after that, like I said, if we do thermal expansion, we'll have a little base power so we can start the machines and kind of get cruising on that whole line. Next up, we need a mechanical user. Needs resonating, a dropper, and a lever. Let's see if I remember how to make a dropper. Anyone know how to make a dropper? And hopefully you guys can't hear my dog in the background, because he is howling. Okay, so mechanical. That's not it. That one. Dropper. Yep, we got it. We remembered it. Sweet. So that thing is pretty useful. I don't have anything I need that for right now, but still definitely a useful item. Scanner. Wonder what we could use that for. That's an interesting one. Alright, I think I'm gonna craft the rest of these off camera. I don't know how far I'll get in the barrels. I haven't really made these before. It looks like they're pretty cheap though, so. And this, the deep dark, I think I was talking about last episode maybe, we can actually make this, so that's kind of cool. Its recipe has changed a lot since I've used it, and I haven't been there in a long time, but it's pretty cheap now. It's just 9 of these compressed cobble. But if you didn't know, Extra Utilities adds compressed cobble, and then adds double compressed cobble, and then it adds triple, and then quadruple, and it used to take the last one, which is like 43 million cobblestone per, if I remember right. So yeah, it was pretty crazy back in the day, but it looks like they changed it and made it a bit easier. Anyways, all over the place. I had a lot of technical difficulties, but next episode we should be working on the explosive generators over there, and we're definitely starting at least one other mod. Let me know what you guys think. I might start doing 2 mods. I feel like we're kind of at a bottleneck right now just because we haven't really got power in machines, but if we do thermal expansion, I think we'll be alright. So anyways, I will talk to you guys next time. Bye bye.